Today, we're excited to welcome Annville-Cleona High School and Cumberland Valley High School as they go head-to-head right here on WGALA Brainbusters.
From Studio B, this is WGALA Brainbusters. Now, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a half hour of brain-busting questions and answers. We had a great game to kick off our 24th season. Hempfield will return for round two. I wonder what will happen today with our two new opposing teams, Annville-Cleona and Cumberland Valley. We're expecting a very exciting half hour. But before we dive into today's questions, let's take a moment to meet our teams. First, from Annville-Cleona, it's a pleasure to welcome Asher. He's a sophomore. Xavier, the captain, a junior. George is a junior. And in between Xavier and George, we have Oliver. He's a sophomore, and he is today's alternate. And of course, the coach from Family and Consumer Science Department is Miss Kim Mowen. And we welcome all of you. And now let's meet our team from Cumberland Valley High School. First, we have Adi. He's a senior. We have Captain Apando. He's a senior. And Puma is also a senior. In between Apando and Puma, we have Ryan. He is the alternate, and he is a senior. And then, of course, we have the coach, Mr. Tony Toman, who teaches advanced placement chemistry and honors chemistry. Welcome to all of you. And now, let's get ready, because here comes today's opening round. We have 10-point questions, a little bit easier to start off the game. Make sure you pick up those signaling buttons, and let's use them frequently, beginning with this question. He was named World Series MVP after his record-setting homer spree against the Yankees in the 2024 World Series. Who is this? Adi. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Who is this Los Angeles Dodger? Annville-Cleona? Oh, we stumped you on Freddie Freeman. It was the object of Indiana Jones' Last Crusade. According to tradition, it was the cup used by Jesus at the Last Supper. What is it? Pando. Nope, sorry, incorrect. Any idea, Annville-Cleona? I'm sorry, we stumped you on the Holy Grail. If you're kneading and baking, you might be making bread from dough. Or you might be making this from clay. What is this craft? Xavier. Pottery is correct for 10 points. It's a flightless bird. It's also a brown fuzzy edible fruit with green sweet pulp, and that's Apando.
Kiwi.
Kiwi is the affectionate nickname for a New Zealander, yes. Who is the seventh person in the following series? Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Adi. Andrew Jackson, of course, the seventh president of the United States. If someone were studying your heart, they might suggest you have an EKG. What is an EKG? Adi again.
Cardiogram.
You're correct again. By the end of the play, 8 people are dead, 1 is stabbed, another is drowned, 2 are executed by pirates, 2 are poisoned, the king is stabbed, and the title hero kills himself. What is this Shakespearean play? Adi. No, sorry, incorrect. Annville-Cleona. Xavier.
King Lear.
No, sorry, it's Hamlet. Arkansas has been one of the 19 states that have had only men serve as governor, but when she took office in January 2023, she made history as the state's first woman governor. Who is she? Oh, you'll remember Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Because the Lerner and Loewe musical opened the year he was elected, his presidency became known as Camelot. Who was elected in 1960? Xavier. He's the one, yes. The metacarpals are bones in your hand. Where in your body will you find your metatarsal bones? Adi. In your feet, yes. Sydney, Australia is the capital of New South Wales, but it is not the capital of Australia. And that's Adi again. Canberra replaced Melbourne in 1908. This Georgia town tries to look the way it did in the 1860s when it was the supply center for a nearby stockade. In what notorious prison camp did more than 13,000 Union prisoners die? And Apando.
Alcatraz?
No, sorry, incorrect. Annville-Cleona, any idea? We stumped you on Andersonville. The international dateline runs through the Pacific Ocean. The prime meridian runs through Greenwich, England. Adi.
Atlantic.
No, I'm going to complete the question for Anvil Cleona. How many degrees apart are the prime meridian and the international dateline? That's 180 degrees. The Red Sea separates Sudan from Saudi Arabia. The Black Sea separates Turkey from Ukraine. What sea separates South Korea from China? Adi.
Sea of Japan.
Oh, no, sorry. Correct, Anvil Cleona. Xavier.
The Red Sea?
No, sorry, it's the Yellow Sea. In 1865, Mary Surratt became the first woman to be hanged for a crime in the United States, along with 5 co-conspirators. For what crime was she executed? Adi.
Being a witch.
Oh, no, sorry. Correct, Anvil Cleona? Of course, she was involved with the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. When an electron traveling near the speed of light collides with a positron, the 2 particles are converted into energy. What famous formula expresses this transformation? George.
E equals mc squared.
You are correct, sir. It is actually not a traditional African language, but a mixture of Bantu and Arabic used by millions of Africans in Kenya and Tanzania, for example. What, Adi?
Swahili.
Swahili is the common tongue, yes. The carbon dioxide that makes bread rise and the alcohol in beer and wine are formed when microorganisms break down starch and sugar. What is this biochemical process called, George?
Fermentation.
You are correct. Good for you. It's the title of Owen Wister's 1902 novel about life in the Old West. It's the term for a resident of Roanoke or Richmond. What is it? Adi.
Virginian.
Yes, it's Virginian. The Virginian is the name of the novel. In 1999, China's government banned this perfume from its department stores because the name reminds them of 2 19th century drug wars fought against British merchants. What is this Yves Saint Laurent fragrance? Asher.
Opium?
Opium is correct. Good for you. It's what Iceland means in Icelandic, and it doesn't have anything to do with how cold it is. What does it mean? It means island. What American said, give me liberty or give me death? Adi.
Nathan Hale.
No, sorry. Any idea? It was Patrick Henry. The amount of this pigment in the skin is increased by exposure to the sun. Apandu. Melanin is correct. 2 forces hold molecules together. Cohesion holds molecules of the same kind together. What? And that sound takes us to the end of the round. We were going for adhesion. Takes us to the end of the round and to our first break. We have an excellent game going. Both teams are often running to a good start, 50-80, but it's early on because we still have the one-on-one rapid fire and team lightning rounds to come up right after this short break.
WGAL 8 Brainbusters will return after this. The final 4 teams in the WGAL 8 Brainbusters tournament will win cash grants. The 3rd and 4th place teams will receive $1,000 each. The 2nd place team will receive $3,000. And the WGAL 8 Brainbusters champions will receive $5,000 in grant money. Now, back to your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 24th season of WGAL 8 Brainbusters. I'm Rich Rosen, and we're here with Anvil Cleona and Cumberland Valley High Schools, and they're in a head-to-head competition that's starting off really well, 50-80, but it's early on in the game because it's now time to pit our individual players against each other with today's one-on-one rapid fire. So first we say hello to Asher. Asher is a freshman the first time here, and I hope you're having a good time so far. But here's our question for you. What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
I'd hope to be attending medical school, and I'd hope to be also doing more extracurriculars with that.
Oh, impressive, and I'm wishing you all the success with those goals. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. And Adi, what about you? What do you like to hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
I hope to attend college and get a degree in biochemistry and hopefully attend a medical school.
Fantastic. Great. I can see that you are driven, and hopefully you two are driven for these 3 questions as we put Asher and Adi one-on-one. On August 28th, 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous speech, "I Have a Dream," at this specific location in Washington, D.C. Where? Asher.
The Lincoln Memorial.
Lincoln Memorial is correct for 10 points. Barnaby Rudge, Martin Chuzzlewit, and Nicholas Nickleby are title characters in the novels of the author more famous for Oliver Twist and David Copperfield. Who is he? Asher again.
Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens, you're correct again. And finally, in mathematics, it's the term used to describe two figures with the same shape and size, identical in form. Adi. Congruent is the word. Good for you. Look at those scores, 70 to 90. And now let's meet our two captains. So first, we're going to say hello to Xavier. Xavier, it's great to have you here. You are a junior over at Anvil Cleona. So what do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Hopefully in the next 5 years, I would have finished my master's degree in English literature and then on the road to get my doctorate in English literature.
Well, that's an awesome goal to have. Thank you for sharing. Pando, what about you?
I hope to have gotten my degree in computer science and maybe go to master's. I'll see how it goes.
Well, that's a great ambition no matter what, Phil. Thanks for sharing. Xavier and Pando, let's put you two one-on-one. He was one of the first members of baseball's Hall of Fame, and his name appears on the plaque of 12 other Hall of Fame members, including Whitey Ford, Bob Gibson, Catfish Hunter, Sandy Koufax, Phil Niekro, Jim Palmer, Gaylord Perry, and Tom Seaver. Who is this baseball great? Xavier.
Jackie Robbins?
Not he. No, sorry. Pando. No, sorry, you're both incorrect. It's Cy Young. They've all won the Cy Young Award. He called his colony a holy experiment and founded a city of brotherly love when he visited in 1681. Who was this Quaker Pando? He's the one for 10 points. And finally, in chemistry, an amalgam is an alloy that contains a specific metal. What is this metal with symbol Hg? Pando. Mercury is correct. You had better get that right, or Mr. Toman would have been on your case, no doubt about it. 70 to 110. Let's meet our final two players in today's competition. First, it's a pleasure to welcome George here. You are a junior. What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
I hope to graduate from college and get a mechanical engineering degree.
Well, fantastic. You're on the right track, no doubt about it. And Puma, what about you?
Through my studies in physics, I hope to start making a positive change on the world.
Well, that's a very thoughtful goal. I love it. So hopefully these three questions are very thoughtful for you, Puma and George, as we put you two one-on-one. The Jet Propulsion Laboratory is there. So is the Rose Bowl. What is this California city? Puma.
Pasadena.
Pasadena is correct. George and T.S. Eliot are an unlikely pair of authors. What last name is shared by another unlikely couple of writers, Thomas and Virginia? Puma.
Wolf.
Wolf, good for you. Thomas is spelled Wolf, W-O-L-F-E, and Virginia is W-O-O-L-F. Good for you for another 10 points, 70 to 130. And your final question. Estrogen is the principal female hormone. What's the principal male hormone? Puma.
Testosterone.
Testosterone. You got in there just in time, no doubt about it. 70 to 130. We're now going to, 140, I'm sorry. We're now going to pick up the pace and play today's 60-second. Okay, Xavier, your team is behind at this point, but only by 70 points, and we have plenty of game left. So you will select first among these three quizzes. We have Fa La 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 La, Potpourri Challenge, and Relatively Speaking.
Fa la la la.
Fa La La. The quiz sounds just like a Christmas carol. For 10 points each, identify these people, places, and things whose names begin with Fa, F-A, and La, L-A. First Fa, then La. Xavier, I take your answer as the team's answer. Asher and George are ready to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. Good luck, and here we go. On this temperature scale, water boils at 212 degrees.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit is correct. It's the holiday celebrated on the first Monday in September.
Pass.
Labor Day, a device for transmitting copies of documents over phone lines.
Fax.
Fax is correct. This Nevada city is known as Sin City, or the home of the sphere.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is correct. The face of a building, or a false face you present to the world.
Pass.
Facade. Only the Gospel of John tells the story of Jesus raising him from the dead.
Lazarus.
Lazarus.
Lazarus is correct. In Oliver Twist, he teaches his boys to pick pockets.
Pass.
Fagin. The distance from the equator of any point on Earth.
Pass.
That's latitude. In mathematics, there are two or more multipliers of a specific product.
Factors.
Is correct. An intense beam of monochromatic and coherent light. It's an acronym.
Laser.
Laser.
Laser's correct. Aesop was famous for telling these stories with a moral.
Fables.
Fables is correct. When milk sours, it turns into this acid.
Lactic.
Lactate, just in time. Lactate, you got it right on the buzzer. Good for you. So we had 8 correct, so 80 points came your way. Okay, Pando, it's up to Adi, Puma, and you to decide if you would like Potpourri Challenge or Relatively Speaking.
Potpourri.
Potpourri it is. Here's your challenge. For 10 points each, answer as many of these questions as you can on a variety of people, places, and things. Pando, I take your answers. The team's answer. Puma and Adi are ready to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. So good luck, and here we go. Oranges, lemons, and grapefruit are this kind of fruit.
Citrus.
Correct. Teddy bears are named for this U.S. president.
Teddy Roosevelt.
He's the one. In this 1954 novel, a plane full of choir boys crashes near a Pacific island.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies, yes. What travels at 300,000 kilometers per second?
Light.
Light does. What speech is the source of this phrase? Government of the people, by the people, for the people. The Gettysburg Address. What city hosted the 2024 Summer Olympic Games?
Paris.
Paris did, yes. It's the lead in a lead pencil.
Graphite.
Graphite it is. New Bedford, Lowell, and Cambridge are cities in this state.
Massachusetts.
That's the one. This oratory by Handel is often performed during the Christmas seasons.
Messiah.
Messiah, yes. This is the major religion of India.
Hinduism.
Hinduism, yes. In what century did Nathaniel Hawthorne write?
19th.
19th is correct. Who was president of the United States during World War I?
Wilson.
Woodrow Wilson, yes. What unit of measurement is equal to about 2.5 centimeters?
Inch.
An inch is. This Asian country was divided at the 30th parallel in 1953.
Korea.
Korea is correct, and that was right on the buzzer. Good for you. We had a total of 13 correct, so 130 points came your way. Good job. 150 to 260. We have a strong lead right now for Cumberland Valley, but we still have a lot more game left, including today's bonus Brainbuster. So let's reveal the category. Our teams will wager from 0 to 25 points based on their knowledge of historical figures. So we'll have the bonus Brainbuster and, of course, the all-important Final Frenzy when WGAL 8 Brainbusters continues in just a few short moments.
Watch all this season's episodes of WGAL 8 Brainbusters anytime on WGAL.com. Our online home also includes our tournament schedule and a chance to learn more about the show and host Rich Rosen. Scan the QR code with your phone or go to WGAL.com and click on Brainbusters.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to Studio B and WGAL 8 Brainbusters, our 24th season. I'm standing here with Annville, Cleona, and Cumberland Valley. Now, if you've been watching, you know Cumberland Valley really took off on the 60-second team lightning round, so they have a strong lead right now. But it's still early on. We have a lot of game left, including, right now, today's bonus Brainbuster. During our break, our teams wagered 0 to 25 points. Based on their knowledge of historical figures. Let's head into the News 8 newsroom with Caitlin Smith. She has today's question. Caitlin, welcome back to Brainbusters.
Thanks, Rich. Now here's your bonus Brainbuster. Known as the Maid of Orleans, this young French peasant girl played a key role in the 100 Years' War and was eventually canonized as a saint. What is her name? Again, known as the Maid of Orleans, this young French peasant girl played a key role in the 100 Years' War and was eventually canonized as a saint. What is her name? Good luck with your answer. Now back to Studio B. Rich?
Thank you, Caitlin. Good luck, teams. We'll give you about 5 seconds. And that's our... Both teams are ready? Okay. Well, the Maid of Orleans. Xavier, would you like to show us your card? Did you come up with Joan of Arc? You did, and a 20-point wager. Good for you. We're going to add 20 points to your score, taking you to 170. Pando, you are smiling. I have a feeling you came up with Joan of Arc as well. You did. Good for you. 25-point wager. Good for you. That takes a strong lead for you. Well, now... pick up those signaling buttons. It really is anybody's game, but Cumberland Valley, you have a strong lead, but it's up to you, Annville, Cleona, as we head into today's Final Frenzy 20-point questions. Here we go. With more than 2 million members, the NEA is the largest union in the United States. In fact, some people you know may belong to it. What is the NEA? Pando. You are correct, yes. Imagine you have an octagon. From one of its vertices, you draw lines to each of the other vertices. How many triangles will you form? George?
6.
Oh, no, sorry, that's incorrect. Pando?
28.
No, 6. The general formula for a polygon with n size is n-2. Of the following 5 composers, which is considered the father of the symphony and the father of the string quartet? Mozart, Beethoven, Schubert, Haydn, or Brahms? And that's Puma.
Haydn.
Haydn is, yes indeed. The first part describes his years as an apprentice river pilot. The second describes his return in 1882 when he discovers how the river and the riverboats have changed. Whose autobiography is Life on the Mississippi? Adi. Mark Twain is correct. The original Declaration of Independence and drafts of the Bill of Rights have been displayed in this building in Washington, D.C. What was established in 1934 to preserve records? And that is Asher.
Library of Congress?
No, sorry. And that's Pando.
The National Archive.
The National Archives is the correct answer. He did for Rome what Christopher Wren did for London. He designed many of its most splendid churches, including St. Peter's Basilica. Who was this Baroque architect? And that's Puma. No, sorry. Xavier. No, sorry. Bernini is the correct answer. It was the sacred geographic center of the Incas, built to worship the mountain gods. What was this ancient city? And that's Adi. Machu Picchu, ooh, just in time. 1978 was the year of 3 popes. Paul VI died, John Paul I died of a heart attack after 33 days, and then a new pope was elected who served over 30 years. Who was he? And that's George. Pope John Paul II. You are correct. Game called Because of Rain, Girl at the Mirror, No Swimming, The Problem We All Live In, and The 4 Freedoms. What popular American illustrator created these famous paintings? Xavier.
Rockwell.
He's the one. Yes, in 1701, Oxford professors were expressly forbidden to teach the philosophy outlined in the Essays Concerning Human Understanding. Whose 2 treatises on government influenced the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution? Adi. He's the one, yes. His last manuscripts, published in 1993 as Faith in a Seed, were observations of seed dispersal in the Massachusetts woods. Who was this 19th century naturalist and writer? Puma. He's the one, yes. It's the 2-word Latin term for the callous body of nerve tissue that allows 2 halves of the brain to communicate with each other. Puma.
Corpus callosum.
You are correct. Good for you. In 1885, this German engineer produced the first successful gasoline-driven motor vehicle, a single-cylinder 3-wheeler. His name is still part of the automotive vocabulary. Who was he? And that's now takes us, it was Carl Benz. That's now takes us to the end of the round and to the end of the game. It looks like we are going to see Cumberland Valley for round 2, but we hope to see you in just a few short moments for some final words.
Scorekeeping for WGAL8 Brainbusters, presented by Jennings College Consulting, where students discover the right college fit for the future. We'll return after this. Welcome back to WGAL8 Brainbusters, the Susquehanna Valley's longest-running high school quiz show. Once again, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello, everybody. Thanks for staying with us. Congratulations, Cumberland Valley. They had a very strong performance, and they are going to return for round 2. We do say goodbye to Anvil Cleona, but you know something? They're all youngsters. They're going to return next season, so we're going to remember you, and we hope to see you all right here at Studio B for next season. Coming up on the next WGAL8 Brainbusters, it's Mechanicsburg and Carlisle, and we are expecting another fantastic matchup between these 2 very strong teams historically. We hope to have the pleasure of your company as well. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, keep busting those brains. Knowledge is power. From all of us here at WGAL, I'm Rich Rosen. Thanks for watching WGAL8 Brainbusters. So long for now.